Oh, wow. This is one of the worst battle passes and one of the worst progression systems I've ever seen in any video game. Alright, now I do want to just briefly say that if you've played Halo Infinite and maybe you're wondering why you're not leveling up that quickly, this is probably the video for you because it's going to break down all of the egregious, just greedy tactics that 343 Industries has implemented into their version of a battle pass. But I do want to just quickly say, guys, like, I'm not going to be one of these negative Nancy's all the time, just talking about the bad things with video games, right? I know modern gaming is pretty rough right now in terms of greed, in terms of just corporations trying to suck every penny out of you. But in terms of the raw gameplay of Halo Infinite, I do have a couple of positive things to say, and then we'll get into the battle pass progression. So overall, the gameplay is amazing. I really have hardly any gripes with the gameplay in of itself, right? It's got that nostalgic feel of Halo 3, and if you guys don't know, Halo 3 was one of the highest skill gapped games of all time. I think it's up there with like CSGO and things of that nature. It's one of the OG esports games. If you guys remember, if you're my age, you remember MLG. I don't even know if they're around right now, but that was the original OG esports league, and Halo 3 was a part of those tournaments. So it's got that skill-based feel that, you know, Halo 3 had. Halo Infinite's just gameplay overall is you have to be good in terms of aiming, you have to know the weapons, you have to know your positioning in order to get kills, play the objective, and win the match. And on top of that, right, the modern feel that Halo Infinite has too is also amazing because it's reminding me of Halo Reach in a way where there's that hit marker feel, you know when you killed the enemy, the, you know, feel of movement too. There's the grapple, there's certain things like that. It reminds me of Halo Reach and Halo 3. If you combine those games, that's basically what I think Halo Infinite is right now. Now, in terms of the Battle Pass progression, we got a lot to talk about, but if you're just looking to play a game, you know, pass time and just, you know, play with your friends, and you don't really care about progressing or anything like that, this is probably a solid game for you to download, and it's free in terms of the multiplayer, so you really can't lose in that situation. But again, the Battle Pass progression is one of the most egregious, laughable systems I've ever seen incorporated into a free-to-play model, because that's what the gaming industry is looking for right now. They're like making you or letting you download the game for free, and then if you actually want all the cool things that come along with the game, you have to buy a battle pass, which is typically $10, you know, for most games. And I'm thinking of Apex Legends, you got Call of Duty, Fortnite, those types of games. Well, Halo Infinite is incorporating that type of system, and their battle pass is also $10. But the worst part about this is the progression of itself. It is the, you know, going from level 1 to level 100 process. How can you get there? How long does it take you? Are you rewarded properly? No, you're not. And the progression is awful. So what do I mean by this? Well, if you want to play a game of Halo Infinite, it takes about 10 minutes or so, right? Give or take, depending on the objective. Well, if you play a game, you only get 50 XP. Now you might say, okay, well, how much is it to get from level 1 to level 2 and level 3 to level 4? Well, it seems to be pretty consistent level by level. You have to get 1,000 XP to go from each level. So level 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, you get it. It's each 1,000 XP increments. So you're basically going to have to play about 20 games if you just want to get from level 1 to level 2. Now, I know there's going to be some people that are already experts in the comments. Oh, well, what about the challenges? I will get there. The challenges do help you progress, right? But it's not enough, and I will get to that. So basically, challenges are also added on to Halo Infinite's Battle Pass progression. There's about 4 to 5 challenges that you can complete at one time. So you can basically swap the challenges with these progression swaps that we will also talk about in just about a second. But basically, there's 5 challenges that you can complete at a time. Once you complete one, it replaces it with another one, right? So you're not stuck with 5 completed challenges and then forced to just play games with 50 XP rewards every time you play a match. You actually are able to get challenges every time you complete one. So these challenges range from about 200 XP to 350 XP, but some too take a long time to complete. So let's say, you're playing Big Team Slayer or, a large team battle, and let's say the challenges are to get 5 headshots with a sniper. Well, if you're playing Big Team Battle, you need to find the sniper, right? You need to be able to kill people with that sniper, and sometimes you won't be able to complete that for 3 to 4 matches. Let's say you're picking up the sniper, then you get sniped, or let's say you get hit with an energy sword. You're not going to be able to get 5 sniper kills for the most part, especially with the ammo that you also receive. I think you only receive like 7 bullets with the sniper once you pick it up in the map. So it's going to take you longer than 1 or 2 matches to get 5 headshots or 5 kills with a sniper, and let's say that is a challenge, then yeah, finally you will get that 300 XP, but it's going to take you a long amount of time. And on top of that, that's basically how all of the challenges really feel. I feel like I need to, basically play 3 to 4 to 5 matches to complete some of these challenges. Some of them are quick, but they only really reward you about 200 XP, which is like, what, 1/5 of each level up. So you're still taking a lot of time out of your day to level up from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, right? That's one thing. It does take a long amount of time regardless. So I think 343, they either did this on purpose or they just didn't understand how people should be progressing in a battle pass. It shouldn't take me a couple of hours to go from level 1 to level 2. It should really take me about 2 to 3 matches to get there, right? So on top of all of this, you also have the rewards, right? So if you just want to unlock all of the things in the battle pass without playing the game, it's going to cost you $1,000 to get all of the levels, and you can actually buy your way to level 100 as well, which means some people are doing this for YouTube content, but there's others that think they will be, accepted online with their virtual friends if they have the, fire armor, basically, which you unlock at level 100. But that costs $1,000 if you just don't want to play the game and you just want to get the armor outright. That is so hilariously bad. 343 really screwed it up with this one, man. There was a bunch of dudes around a desk and they were basically saying, well, how can we get the simps to, drop $1,000 on day 1? I got it. Let's hide it behind the Battle Pass paywall. It's just so ridiculous to me. Now, on top of all this, the actual rewards you get in of itself are pretty decent. I don't want to say they're awful, but the good ones really come around level 70 to level 100. So you have to, get 70,000 XP just to get there, right? Because each increment level up is 1,000 XP. So you need 70,000 XP to get there. And remind you, all the challenges only range from 200 to 350 XP, so you can do the math there. So once you get to level 70, you do unlock some decent things, but a lot of people, most people that got the battle pass with the current system right now are not even getting there because of all the time that it takes. The other thing that is just completely horrendous is in other battle passes, let's say Call of Duty, Apex, and Fortnite, right? If you actually play and get to level 100 with, playing the game, things like that, you're actually able to get enough credits, in-game currency, to get the next battle pass for free. And in Halo Infinite, you cannot do this. They do not reward you with credits in the battle pass, which means even if you get to level 100, the next battle pass you will have to pay for regardless, which is hilarious. I can't believe they tried to sneak this one by us. If you play the game enough and you get to level 100, you should be guaranteed the next battle pass for the next season in any game that does this. But in Halo Infinite and 343, they were like, well, we want them to pay for the battle pass every time, right? So how can we do this? Oh yeah, we can remove the credit rewards from the battle pass, and instead they incorporated these challenge swaps. So let me get this straight. they decided to have these challenge swaps, and what they do is they swap out a challenge that you don't want to complete. Maybe it's going to take you too long. Honestly, man, I'm going to keep it a $1.50. I would rather have the credit rewards than these challenge swaps. They are just egregious, hilariously bad, and why would you need to even incorporate challenge swaps unless your challenges were impossible to complete? You know what I'm saying, man? Like, if the challenges were decent, there would be no need for a challenge swap token as a reward in the battle pass. It's just one of the worst models I've seen so far of a battle pass. And honestly, they need to do something quick because this is a free-to-play game. People have short attention spans in the year of 2021, soon to be 2022. You need to fix this soon, 343. If you don't, it's going to be one of those types of games that people play for a month and then just, put on the shelf, put on the side. And I really think this game deserves a lot more attention. It deserves a lot more notoriety because it's honestly pretty solid in terms of gameplay. It's just the system that they implemented just seems so greedy and just so awful in terms of how long it's actually going to take you to complete. You basically need to know life to get to level 100 without spending a dime, right? So I hope you all did enjoy this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Definitely comment down below what you think about Halo Infinite so far. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? Let me know with the likes and dislikes. Yes, dislikes still exist on YouTube. It's just not on public display. So if you disagree with me, feel free to hit that dislike button. I'm Cryptix. Definitely not hitting level 100 in this battle pass right now. And signing off.